What's up, guys? It's Corey, and we're back with some more Diablo 3 Hardcore, this time with our new Crusader. Last time we helped Hadrig kill his infected wife, and now we're going to continue out here to look for his apprentice and find the Shattered Crown. Ooh. I think I just did like an explosion thing. I don't remember doing that before, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Let's try and take out this other minion first. There we go. Gold. Oh, he teleports. I was wondering what the hell just happened. And we have an upgrade for my boots. Actually, let's just equip those from there. There's no reason to even go to the menu. I'm really liking this class so far. It reminds me of the Barbarian. It's just a bit tankier. Looks like my damage probably won't be as high. At least for a while. Maybe I'll have to use a completely different build from what I'm going for to get my damage up as high as I want it. But considering where I wanted it in my first video, my first series, and where that ended up getting me, maybe I should go with something a little more tanky. Which will mean sacrificing some damage for survivability, but that's just kind of how these games work. Which is unfortunate, but it shouldn't be that bad. On normal or even hard, the difference in scaling for enemies, like for damage, shouldn't be that great.
Not enough wrath.
I have no idea where the fuck this place is supposed to be. Ooh, let's take these guys out. Might get some loot out of them. So maybe that explosion thing is just like my my blocks are causing me to do that, like that different explosion thing. I suppose that's what it meant by the fire nova thing. I didn't think of that at first, unfortunately. Okay. That's a two-handed sword, but I don't really want to go for that. Most of the Crusader builds that I've seen all use a shield, even if they focus primarily on damage. It's an intellect shield. It's not great, but it'll do. 2 attack speed. We'll go with that. That's a two-handed sword. Ooh, we got a cave. Man, that charge that goes so far. That is ridiculous.
Nothing stops the crusade.
We got more elites. I got another rune for my shield bash. I'll have to check that out here after this. I'm using that skill a lot, so I'm sure well, there's a good chance I can make use of that. I wonder, like, what... I need to figure out what stat, if there is a stat even, that affects my block chance. Or is it just like, is it labeled on armor as just block percentage chance? So there's 11% chance to block on there. With my 15% from punish, that would then be 26%. That's not great. I would like higher. So it might just be shields that... Oh, right. I had a skill. Let's see. The shield shatters into other smaller fragments, hitting more enemies for 740% weapon damage plus 335% of your shield's block chance as damage. It doesn't specify what kind of damage, so I'm assuming it means physical. Alright, not too bad. We'll give that a shot. That seems like it'd probably be pretty sweet. Oh, so it's kind of got like that spray at the end. That seems like it would hit more targets.
Like chaff before the wind.
Health globe. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. We'll go left. Oh, what is this? Protection. Kind of pointless at this point. But we'll take it, I guess. And more double damage. Fuck. That got cut short. That seems like that might be something that... maybe that was my bad, or maybe that's just something that might need to be fixed at some point. My charge getting cut short by hitting an object that doesn't really seem like it should be an object. I think I skimmed the wall of the cave and my charge got stopped. That seems like that probably shouldn't happen.
This will be a good battle.
Let's go grab this. And there. Almost out of wrath. Alright, we now have a hood. Awesome. And judging by that of the bear, it's probably something that's actually useful. Fuck, I passed it. Where was it at? There we go. Strength, vitality, life per second. Fantastic. That'll do nicely. Pool of Radiance, I think is what that's called. It seems, from what I can tell, that seems to give me like a rested XP bonus.
My wrath is low.
This seems like this might be a bad place to be. And there's not much I can do about it, though. Okay, everything's dead except for this guy. That's good. Let's get the fuck out of there. Bubba Wraith. It's a interesting name. Alright, and that's the end. Good deal. Not too bad. Got some gear. Got some XP. Overall, pretty good. I've been doing a lot of thinking recently about what exactly it is that I want to what I want to play and what I want to show on the channel. Most of the things that I've come up with are like RPGs, which is the majority of games I play, honestly. I'm just picking stuff that I like playing, with no particular agenda, or really no plan prior to doing all of this. And I might end up splitting it up across multiple platforms. I can capture stuff on PC, it's just not as easy. So I don't really do it very often, but I probably will if I start playing a lot of PC stuff that I want to show. For a while I've thought about doing like a Let's Play of The Witcher, but I know there's some straight up nudity in those games. So my two options there would be to either just cut that or censor it. And I'm sure I could probably do either of those. I have no idea how I would censor it. I've seen people put like pictures of like cat faces and shit over boobs, and that's super funny. I like that. That's dumb. But yeah, like I don't know how to do that. I could learn, but I just haven't done it. I haven't had a need to. But if I do want to do stuff like that, I will have to, of course. They're gonna keep coming? Okay, we're just gonna keep hitting them then. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that I want to play is RPGs. The Witcher is one that I've wanted, because the Witcher series has always been interesting to me, but I've never really jumped in all that far. I played the first one for 6 or 7 hours or something like that, and it seemed like it was a really interesting game. Some of the combat stuff wasn't super polished. Or maybe it wasn't that it wasn't super polished, it's that it just wasn't super fun. It was like a weird, almost rhythm game to the fighting, which works, obviously, but I don't know. I didn't find it very enjoyable, and I've heard that complaint elsewhere as well about the first Witcher. But the second game and the second game in the series, from what I've heard, addressed a lot of those issues. And the third one that isn't out yet looks kind of incredible. So it's just making me want to jump in even more. I haven't decided if I actually will, but it is very entertaining. It's very interesting to see those games, and just want to jump in because I have no idea what they are. But the nudity is a big problem if I was going to show that on the channel. So I don't know what I would do about that, or how I would handle it specifically, but that might be a thing that'll happen at some point. I doubt I could get through both of them before Witcher 3 comes out. Those are very substantial games. But some of the other stuff is like, recently I've been playing Final Fantasy X. I've been playing that primarily on Vita, which I love. I love that thing. It's unfortunate that doesn't sell to anyone, but I really love that thing. And with the Vita TV coming out, or the PlayStation TV now, I guess, coming out in November, I want to say, in the US, it might be possible for me to actually capture Vita stuff. So if I could do like Persona 4 Golden, or even some like PSP stuff, that would be very appealing. I would really enjoy that. There's a lot of PSP games that I've been playing on Vita that are actually really good, and they're just stuff that I didn't know about before, because I had no reason to jump in. But with my job as it is now, I have a lot of free time at work, most nights anyways. So playing handheld has been a big part of my gaming for a couple of years now, which, I mean, it was a fair bit of my childhood as well, because I grew up in the era where Pokemon was just starting to get big, playing Pokemon Red and Blue. on Game Boy Color.
Not enough wrath.
And I really enjoyed those games. I think I had Pokemon Blue. I put like 500 hours into it or something like that. But I was also using glitches and kind of exploiting to duplicate items and capture missing number Pokemon. I don't know if anyone knows what those even are now. But they're basically just glitches. They don't have any models. They're like just like broken textures and crazy stats, and they're like super high level, like well over level 100, I think. So yeah, they're just broken Pokemon basically. I just got something that I want to use. There we go. Strength, vitality, life per second. That is all good. I gotta figure out. Oh, right. Iron scan. Your skin turns to iron, absorbing 50% of all incoming damage for 4 seconds. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'd rather have a defensive cooldown like that than something like that blind. Although blind can be useful, it's not something I want to really use right now. And it might be that blind would be more useful if I was playing with other people, but I'm not doing that right now. And there's a good chance I won't do that on hardcore. I will be doing that in normal mode, but not hardcore. That seems like that's just asking for trouble. Especially with the consequences of death being as high as they are. But yeah, some of the other games that I'd like to try out are like I've got Tales of Xillia 2, which I've heard is pretty good. Maybe not as good as the first game, but there's nothing wrong with that. That first game was really, really good. So if this one's even remotely close to that good, I'd be happy with it. I really enjoyed that game. I was never... I never really got introduced to the Tales games before Xillia, which I played either early this year or late last year. I forget which now. But when I played that, it was my first Tales game that I ever played through, and I really enjoyed it. I had kind of played a little bit of them before, but not enough to really know what they were. I just kind of knew like roughly what the combat was, and that was kind of it. And that was enough to get me in like enough to pick it up, because I knew the combat was fun to play. But beyond that, I had no idea what they actually were. Okay, 10 strength, 7 vitality, which is slightly less than what I've got, but I've got more armor, so it should be a wash. That's what it looks like. Okay. And that is kind of shitty. Let's just stick with what I got. It gives me slightly more defense, but I don't feel like I really need that yet. I don't need to go that heavy in defense quite yet. But yeah, Tales of Xillia 2, I've had since it launched. I just haven't had the time to play it yet. Dragon's Dogma is something that I'd like to try. I've got that as well. I have a ton of games that I just haven't gotten through, and I want to give them a shot, because I've heard a lot of them are pretty good. I just haven't had the time. But yeah, with that Vita TV coming out, there's a number of games I would like to play on it. If Freedom Wars is compatible, I would definitely like to play some of that and show it on the channel, because that game looks really good. Beyond that, I'm not really sure what I would show. I've got a bunch of games on there that I still haven't played through all the way yet. Some stuff I've actually imported. I know I'll be playing through Bloodborne when that comes out in February, but that's still a ways off. Got a little bit distracted there by trying to smash these guys. I was trying to figure out if my character changes color when I use that Iron Skin skill. I kind of thought he would, or she would. Wait a second. She. That's right. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm gonna use that. Yeah, that's a pretty... I mean, my defense actually goes down a tiny bit. But I get life per hit, life per second, and a fair amount of strength. Now let's do that. Okay, we're going to use this Iron Skin and see if it actually changes my appearance. Yeah, looks like it. My armor is different. My shield changed. Yeah, it definitely did change my appearance. I guess I just don't have a good sense of what my character looks like because I've been changing armor so rapidly. Man, that model is... Whew. Those are not very high fidelity, are they? I've never really paid much attention to this screen. I usually just come on here for for some options or for challenges, and that's it. But those definitely were not meant to be looked at that up close. They are not great looking. I think that's like that on PC as well. I've been watching some PC stuff the last day or two since I've been getting really into this game. And I think that same model appears in the options menu, or in the escape menu for PC as well. Where? Okay, boots. There we go. I had to make sure I got all the loot before I went through that door. Ugh, man, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm yawning. I haven't even been awake that long. Well, relatively long. It's been, I don't know, 5, 6 hours that I've been awake. There's no way I should be tired. I got like 7 hours of sleep. I don't even know why that's a thing. Because of my work schedule, I do spend most of my time awake when it's dark out. So right now, even though I've only been awake for about 6 hours, it's 1 a.m. now. So my sleep schedule and everything is totally fucked. Because I work overnight, I have to sleep during the day, and that has ruined my sleep schedule basically. Okay, I lose 1 life per second, but I gain a little strength and a whole bunch of vitality. Alright, not bad. Wait. Didn't I have more DPS before that? I thought it was at like 28. Maybe I was at 18 and then it went up to 20. Fuck man, I don't know. Either way, it's really low. Alright, town portal. Man, something like that took quite a long time actually. I'm not sure why that was so slow.
It's good to work again.
I didn't have to go through all 3 ruins. I think I got it in the second one.
Black King's Head. I need something to occupy my mind. Left to mean something.
Then join my crusade.
That does.
Alright, I'm gonna have to cut some of that audio out. I ended up having a bit of a coughing fit right there while he was talking. Just clearing up my throat and stuff. I'm still kind of sick,
If it helps.
but I'm not feeling too bad right now. Well, I'll make sure we get this before I forget it. Guys, I think that's going to be it for this one. I'm about 25 minutes in. I don't really want to go much more than that just because these things get too big to upload, and it's a real bad time. So guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it, let me know. Like the video, comment, subscribe if you liked it and you want to see more. If you didn't like it, let me know why. I'm still pretty new at this, and any feedback I could get would help me out substantially. So guys, that is it. We will continue this next time.